Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
KATSEYE talks about meeting Ariana Grande, what they hope to achieve as a group, and more on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
She was the sweetest angel
Wait,
in the entire world. No,
okay.
she is
What?
What's going on with Manon? It's one thing if it's only 5 of them to perform, if Manon cannot perform, but this is an interview.
Mhm. I don't know when was this.
Doesn't matter. She can't attend an interview?
Mhm.
She's in a hospital bed?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's why you can't really speculate.
so lovely.
She wanted to hug each and every one of us when she saw us, and I was like, "We're KATSEYE, by the way," and she went, "I know." Yeah, she was like, she was like, "I want to hug every single one of you."
Yeah, literally, like people were trying to rush her, and she was like, "No, no, like I want to hug every single
And
one
she was
of
like, "I
them."
need to hug all of them."
Like,
Like,
she
she was
was
like, "You guys
so
are amazing."
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, back here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and we're joined by KATSEYE. Can we show some love for KATSEYE in our studio?
Hi.
We're so happy to have y'all here today because you're fresh off the VMAs. So for everyone watching, this is the Monday after the VMAs, and what an amazing night you all had. You won your very first VMA. Congratulations. How are we feeling today? And walk me through
She
what
was
your
at
night
the
looked like last night.
VMAs.
We're all feeling
Mhm.
amazing, obviously. We had such a great night together. It was our first VMAs, so we were honestly just excited to even be there. But I think everything combined with the Push Performance Award, that
Was
was like
like
the
maybe the
highlight of the night,
VMA last
obviously.
night,
And then we also
then
did the
they did this
pre-performance.
interview?
She said Monday after the VMAs. I do believe VMAs was on a Monday, so it's
Yeah.
probably like a week later.
Oh,
Like exactly a week later.
We also announced Conan Gray's performance. I think it was just such an honor, and I think it's still kind of hitting us that last night happened. I feel like even being at the VMAs, meeting all
Last
of these
night
artists that we've
happened.
looked up to,
Then I guess VMAs was Sunday night, and
Ah.
this is Monday then, because it was Monday or Sunday. I don't remember exactly which day.
Mm.
it was just such a pinch me moment, and
Maybe it was just a phase.
it's been a dream for all of us to just even attending the VMAs, but doing all of that combined, it was just so surreal, and we couldn't be more grateful, and we're just like still really hyped about it.
Oh, I bet. Like I said, I saw y'all last night. I was working the carpet, and one of the coolest things to me was all of the artists that came through. You know, we asked them, "Who are you excited to see tonight at the VMAs?" And so many of them were like, "Tonight, I've got to get a picture with KATSEYE. I have to meet KATSEYE." I know. And how special was this? I was chatting with Zara Larson, and I was like, "Do you know?" I was like, "I don't want to alarm you, Zara, but KATSEYE's right behind you." And she was like, "No." Turns out, and that was and I guess that was the very
That
first
was that
time.
moment. No,
that you all had
I
met.
literally loved literally yesterday in glam. I couldn't stop singing Midnight Sun, and my makeup artist was like, "Girl, like you need to stop. Like you keep singing this."
Do you think they're bigger than Zara?
Zora had like a lot of high moments in her career. I think relevant in terms of like right now.
Okay,
So-
let's play a Cardi B.
Huh?
Name 5 songs by Zara Zara Larson.
No, she had hits in 2017. She was that girl.
Give me a song. I know the name,
she
but
has,
can't come up with a song.
I mean, she has songs like you'll know her lyrics like when you're singing them, but not know it's her. I think that's the kind of artist she
So
is.
she's
I
like
don't
BB
think,
Rexa. She's like Ava
yeah,
Max.
I don't think it's like the issue is that she doesn't have music. It's just that you don't know it's her, but you know her music. You're seeing her music. She was super popular. I remember.
I do
in
remember her. Yeah, I
2017.
do remember her. We reacted to
Yeah,
her
I remember
later,
her.
like nowadays.
Yeah.
Because
Every time I think of her, I think of her during the time period of 50 Shades of Grey, Taylor Swift, Zayn.
Taylor
Like
Swift is still here today.
Well, no, but I'm thinking about the time when I knew like Zara Larson the name, because I purposely was looking for a song. And I'm like, what's that song? But I remember her first name, Zara Larson. And I would know like, okay, she has really good songs. So she was very, very, very
Yeah,
popular.
I think overall, like career-wise, Zara is still bigger than KATSEYE, but right now, I don't think Zara is as relevant
Because
as
I,
KATSEYE.
I believe she does have Billboard success.
Yeah, her, as you said, her name is familiar.
Yeah,
She definitely
yeah.
has the songs that, if we heard it, like, oh, I know that song.
I think it would be good for the two to collab because then it will bring back the resurgence of Zara Larson. But I do think that her career is nothing to like say, oh, because Bia, I don't know, for Bia, on her own independently. I don't know.
Oh no, Bia, no.
But Zara, she has music independently that's grown to be successful. So I do think Zara Larson is like a very, very, very established artist.
The
Oh my
song, like,
God.
I was getting it stuck in his head. Like we were just like going back and forth. So I love her, and she also looked so hot.
looked so
Beautiful. She
Did.
looked like ethereal.
It
And
was so,
also,
like,
I think
2000s VMA.
For the
Yeah.
girls, Zara would be like, oh, they would know more of her music than to say, oh, they know Mariah music, because that's more their
More her, yeah,
demographic.
that's fair. That's fair.
Like I loved her outfit. It was so cute.
Okay, so tell me who else you got to meet. I know we saw Doja, right? Ari.
We saw
Yes,
Ariana.
We met
Ariana.
Ariana.
What was that like?
Like
Ariana,
She was the sweetest angel in the entire world. No, she is so lovely.
She wanted to hug each and every one of us when she saw us, and I was like, "We're KATSEYE, by the way," and she went, "I know." Like, she was like, she was like, "I want to hug every single one of you."
yeah, no, literally, like, people were trying to rush her, and she was like, no, like I want to hug every single
Yeah,
one
she was
of
like,
them.
"I need to hug all of them."
Like,
she
she
was
was
like, "You guys
so
are
nice.
amazing."
Wow.
And she got a photo with her, and then afterwards, when we sat down, I like started crying, and like I started crying, and these girls like all had to like calm me down. Because I knew there were like cameras on us, so I sort of had to like face back, and I had to like collect.
You know what? I
myself.
saw this clip. I was wondering. I was like, I didn't know if like your makeup or something. That was this was
I
tears.
was crying, and I like was choking up. I was about to ask if he'd like take me down because it was like bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because she's my hero.
She was
like, she's our
real
hero.
anxious.
I was so anxious. I had no idea.
We
had
had
no
starstruck by
idea.
you.
No. But trust, we were Ariana, like specifically Ariana Grande, means a lot to us. Like she also like taught me how to sing too. Like you know what I mean? Like she just is an icon. I feel like also she's like one of the main pop stars from like our childhood. So we really, really grew up with her and like saw her from Victorious to now. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Okay.
Like
So Victorious is
Oh yeah, I remember. That's why I say it was
Yeah.
so familiar to
because
me.
yesterday we talked about because somebody commented that the I'm the Mud Guy and Victoria
I
Justice is
got-
from that show. Yeah, so
I
and we talked
got-
about it. So Ariana is also from that show.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she was
We-
on Broadway,
we're like
I was
day
a
one
fan already.
Yeah, she was in like 13.
13 a musical, she was in Annie,
Yeah.
and like I just like followed her ever since I came out of the womb, and
Literally.
You
she
see,
truly inspired
yeah,
her. Like every single one of us are like.
So they can talk about like their demographic. So it's very interesting because I don't think if they asked them a question, Mariah was so surface level. But here, when they know someone,
Yeah,
they can
it's-
really talk
I
easily.
understand. It's like
Yeah.
same if like they asked me about Michael Jackson. It's like a little bit before my time. No, I wouldn't know as much. You know, I couldn't. Yeah, I know the names
I
of
don't
the
know. That
songs.
was the
but
good example.
why? It is a good example because Mariah's an icon. Michael Jackson is an icon. Michael Jackson's prime was a little bit before
I think
my time.
it's
just-
different
what it
because
is.
you're like like in Lithuania.
What does that have to do with it?
Because I feel like there's a lot to know about Michael Jackson.
There's a lot to know about Mariah.
No, I think you have to be here to really understand. I don't know how she translated over in Europe, to tell you
Who,
the truth.
Mariah?
Yeah, I don't know.
She wasn't as big as if she was here.
Mm.
Anyway.
Obsessed with her and so inspired by her. Yes, literally put your hearts up. I remember when that came out, like Baby I, like everything. Like
Yeah.
she truly is like one of our heroes and our biggest inspirations.
Oh,
and
that's
she,
amazing.
And you meeting her in person, she truly gave us like she showed us why we look up to her.
Yeah, she's
and
just a beautiful. Sorry, we're rambling.
No,
on
please,
Ariana
I'm
Grande.
like,
You know something?
No, I think it's
Okay. This is not offensive. Sophia, she's talking too much. She has to let the other girls talk. I know she's excited about this moment, but it'd be nice to hear Yunche, a little bit more from Daniela, a little bit more from Megan. Laura, she's reasonable. She comes in and out, but Sophia, she's hella excited.
I think that's kind of the dynamic. I think Yunche don't want to talk. I think that she's more introverted, so she's very excited that Sophia talks for her.
I don't know.
And the other girls come in when they want to talk.
They try. No, I've seen them several times try to take the mic up to talk, but it's Sophia. She's just like.
I don't. I think that's just the group dynamic. I think Yunche is introverted. She don't really want to talk. You can see that by her body language. So she's happy Sophia's talking.
I'm just thinking that you should let. Like you're taking too much. A lot. You're doing a lot.
I don't know. I feel like when they want to talk, they talk. I don't
Okay,
think
we'll
there's-
see. We'll see, but the word count is on.
So special when you like meet like your idol or like someone that's like you really like idolize and look up to, and they're like just so nice. Like she was just like such a beautiful person on the outside and on the inside, and like it radiated to us, and like I just feel like she deserves like every ounce of success because like she's just so kind and like loving.
How excited are you guys for Wicked for Good?
You know,
You're wreck.
they look like this. They're like hungover here in morning after. That's how they look to me.
I'm such a huge fan of Wicked, and that's one of the reasons why I look up to her, because I also love musical theater and I know what it's like to have a dream role, and I've known that she's wanted to play Glinda. So when they announced that they were doing a movie, I was literally praying to God that she would get the role because I like knew how much she wanted it. And so when I ended up
I love that Ari's in your prayers tonight. That's
literally
amazing.
like even Mano, she's not here right now, but like Mano, I remember she came out, she was like, girl, like Wicked was so good. I was like, girl, I've been telling you, like Wicked, the story, and just seeing like it was amazing. We're gonna be a wreck.
Popcorners. Heard they're the cat's meow.
Of course. It's because they're popped, not fried. Next.
We're all gonna die.
Wow. I also have to talk about last night. Another thing that I loved is just the moment right before that it was announced that you guys had won, the hands holding and of you guys together. Walk me through that moment where you see Ice and Lotto on stage, right? They're opening that envelope. I can only imagine what was coursing through your body. Do you go blank? Are you thinking things? Are you nervous, excited? Like, what are those emotions?
Sophia's gonna talk.
I was just like so nervous. I think we all were really nervous. We were just like,
I was
what
wondering
if it actually happens?
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, like when they actually said like "touch by KATSEYE," I didn't hear it. Like I don't
I don't think it
It
was
caught on
like
the mic?
heard in the
Oh,
in
so you
the-
actually couldn't hear.
Only like touch just started.
Yeah,
So
we
then you're
didn't
like, this is
know.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when she announced it, we were like twiddling our thumbs, like
Yeah, we were like,
yeah.
So funny.
And then touch started playing, and I was like, wait, did we win, or like are we just playing the song? Like,
Didn't you start noticing, wait, everyone's looking at us? Like, did everyone start turning around and you're like, okay, this is happening?
yeah, I was like, oh, we won, and then it settled. and
Yeah,
I
our
was like,
reaction was a little delayed.
Yeah, it was a little bit delayed, but that's the reason.
Wow. Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't realize that. And then let's talk about afterwards, Laura. I know you called your parents, you had them on FaceTime to tell them how special was that moment and what was their
I
reaction?
can't believe my mom posted. My mom is such a little social media girl. She loves her Instagram. So it was so special. Like obviously like my mommy is the first person I'm gonna talk to like after anything big happens, and obviously my dad too. So like it was so beautiful, and they were crying too, and it was just like my sister was also there at the VMAs. So I think it was just like a beautiful family moment.
It
and
made me
was,
laugh.
like,
Your
our
dad
first
just being in the
time.
background. Wow.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm so proud of all of the girls. Like it was because it really does feel like a family affair.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, who else did you guys reach out to? Who was the first call that you made?
I called my mom in like the dressing room right after we got off stage, and I like literally right after we got off stage, like I could not stop crying. Everyone was like, "Girl, Megan, get it together." And I called my mom, and that was like right after I got myself together. So I called her, and I was like, "Mom," and I started breaking down again. I was like, "We won!" And she was like, "Did you? My live stream glitched. I didn't even see it." So like, I like announced it to her, and then we started crying on the phone, and then we had like other things to do after. So I literally had to like give myself a touch up and like go. But yeah, I called my mom. That was the first person I had to call.
Oh, it's special. And we also talk about the red carpet looks. Every time I see y'all, you absolutely slay. Like the styling is so good. Last night was just so cohesive. Walk me through the prep that goes into doing like a big carpet like that. Like what are those styling sessions like? What are those creative brainstorms like? How do you get ready?
So we did a fitting literally like 2 days ago, and we have an incredible stylist named Kyle Liu who does like all of our like most of our things, and like she is just incredible. And then she obviously works with our creative director Humberto, whom we love, and like they are really 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 good, I think, creating a cohesive look with all of us but still making us feel very individual and like tending to each one of our styles and cultures and everything. So fittings are always really fun when it's with them, and we were in full Dolce looks for the carpet, so it was very exciting.
You looked amazing on the carpet. You looked amazing on the stage. You performed Gnarly and Gabriella, which those two songs I just feel like are made for a live audience. They're amazing to listen to, but then when you play it live, the energy in the crowds, what is that like? Paint the scene for me when you look out and you see the audience getting so hyped, especially for these two.
It's like so cool. Like I feel like we're still getting used to like having like an audience and like having that energy, but like every time it's like they fuel us. Like they literally give us so much energy, especially with Gnarly and Gabriella. Like we get so much love, and like we could not be more grateful, but it feels amazing. Like literally in the in-betweens, like we're just like talking to them and like just giving them love and showing them how grateful we are for them. It's just like so wow. Like it's like I'm speechless. Like they're amazing. Our icons are just like so amazing. We love them so much.
I also feel like those two specifically, Gnarly and Gabriella, were such a creative pivot from Touch and Debut, and I feel like we saw a whole new side of KATSEYE. I see, Laura, you're not. Tell me about that decision. That feel like a very intentional decision to see a different side of KATSEYE.
I feel like our goal as artists and as KATSEYE is to constantly try new things and to be able to give our fans different things to listen to. You know, we want to reach a wide audience, and we also want to show versatility in our artistry and try new things. You know, we're so new, so we're still trying to figure out what exactly that KATSEYE sound is, but it's more of the goal of sort of showing the different colors that we have, because not only are we diverse as KATSEYE, but individually we all have our different music tastes, our different personalities, our different aesthetics, and all those things. So we want to be able to show as much as we can.
That's
which is why it was
interesting.
really
I
fun
would be
to
curious
come up
to
with.
know what's their own individual tastes. Because I feel like the questions that they're asking them is like a little generic. I want to get like a little bit deeper, a little bit more interesting, like to get like some fun facts, like some stuff that we haven't heard before, instead of like these media answers.
With Gnarly and then Gabriella and then Game Boy along with the rest of our EP, and show those like that evolution and the versatility of music. You know, we believe in that truly, so we want to continue to show that.
And you touched on this, it's so special to be a part of a group, but how do you maintain that individuality within yourselves that makes the group so special?
I feel like we have always been like stemming from Dream Academy, where like
from is it possible to anything is possible.
We did have to compete, like kind of like it was against each other, but it was also kind of against ourselves, like in a way. Like we really had to like fight for ourselves and like show why Yoonchae should be in the group. So like I feel like we had to be very strong about like who each one of us is individually, and I feel like we've definitely done our best to carry that into the group and like show it through things like in our songs if we get the opportunity, like Spanish verse, and like through our style, through our makeup, hair, like everything, even through like our singing style and dancing style. I feel like there's so many ways and so many outlets for us to show our individuality. So I think it's like very important to us to always do that and like make it a point, but still be together and be cohesive.
And that really comes through with the group. I remember this time last year, sitting in this chair, you were on this couch. It was my first time meeting you all. The show had just
I would
aired.
love to see a
Touch was
flashback.
debuting maybe 1 week before, 1 week after. It was like it just come out.
Yes.
And
we had just done Good Morning America.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you were about to embark on this year. I want you to think about those women that were on the couch then and think about the year you're going to have. Did you have any idea of what was about to be in store for you?
Definitely not. I feel like everything that's happened like in only 1 year is actually crazy. Like we're so grateful that we have been able to get the opportunity to go to all these events and do all these things. And looking back, oh my god, like ew, like who was
Literally ew. Baby, like, what am I wearing?
What am I
It's
wearing?
always like
Why do I
that
look
looking
like
back.
Like what? And so to see the
But it really does feel like such like you guys evolved so fast, and you're so in your own space now. Like this feels like, do you feel that as well?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely feel like we've grown more as like women as well. Like it's been a year, but I also feel like in a year from now we're gonna look back on this time and be like feeling this.
I don't know why they gave them 4 mics. Or why they don't have a 5th mic.
Why do you say they have 4 mics?
Because the top 2 girls are sharing it.
Really?
Yeah, Daniela and Megan.
Really?
They're sharing the mic. Yeah, they're sharing one. Which honestly, they should take it from Yoonchae, because Yoonchae has not said one word the whole interview.
She will not say anything.
She hasn't yet. She has not
but
said
if you
one
take
word.
the mic from her, she will not say anything.
But what's the point of a mic if you don't use it?
Because we want to hear what she has to
But
say.
she hasn't said. I don't honestly. I think the interview is gonna finish and she will not say one word in this interview.
She said something a little here and there as a collective, but we haven't had like her.
She has not had a solo talk.
Feel the same way.
Be like those are babies.
Constantly growing and like trying to push ourselves to find who we are, but also just like we're just growing up. We're just like young girls that like are achieving our dreams, and yeah, like this journey is just never gonna end. So a year from now, 2 years from now, we're just always gonna be constantly changing.
Right. I also feel like it, like to be honest, like with the question you're asking also about like the shift in our sound and stuff, like to be honest, I think we've just like found our identity more so than we did this time last year. Like we had to like understand each other and like
what kind of
understand what
radio
like,
don't got
the
mics
unified
everybody?
identity
I don't
is.
know.
You know what I mean? Because I think back then like there were 6 of us and we were figuring out how that like works together.
We were so new.
Yeah, we were so new. Like who is KATSEYE and like what does that sound like? What does that look like? And I think we've really put so much effort this year, like behind the scenes, into like creating that identity and like just understanding our dynamic and like how that can translate into our music. So I feel like Gabriella and Gnarly, like we love Touch and Sis is beautiful, like we love it. But I feel like Gabriella and Gnarly is like more authentic to like our identity, and we've just like figured that out throughout, like as time passed, you know.
This is my last question for you. It's been so amazing to watch the cultural impact that you've had, especially with the Gap ad going absolutely viral. Did you have any idea of the impact that was going to have when you signed on for that project?
Definitely not that big of an impact. Like Gap is so iconic itself. The choreographer Robbie Blue, and just everything was so much fun and iconic. And we were like, this is gonna do amazing. But then we actually, went on TikTok and like we saw like the impact, and we were like shocked. Like we didn't know it was gonna do so good. And then like seeing everybody do the little dance too, it's just like I can't believe that we did that, and like we were in this Gap campaign and we're able to just make such a grand impact.
To be fair though, I think the Gap ad wouldn't have done what it's done if it wasn't for the Sydney Sweeney thing. Like if Sydney Sweeney never had the American Eagle, what was it? American Eagle, yeah. If she never had that campaign, I don't think theirs would have done the same as it did, because the main thing was kind of like a
contrast,
a juxtaposition of that.
Look at diversity here. This is what that should be.
Yeah, it was that really boosted the Gap ad for them.
I agree. Which means everything worked out in perfect timing for them.
It's definitely really cool to see.
Listen, congratulations on everything, your VMA, all the music.
Yep, Yoonchae went without saying a word.
No, honestly, in watching Yoonchae, in her mind, you can see like she wants to say something.
She's thinking, but the other girls jump in,
but the girls are going too fast. Yeah, but you can tell she wants to say something.
I mean,
I feel like they could kind of like make space. Like I think at least in a group interview, you should have every group member say something. And if you're in part of the group, I would like help you like kind of, you're gonna say something, like you're gonna leave out this interview, you want to say something, you have to leave an impression, you're part of the group. I don't think that's okay.
I think it's two different things. If she doesn't feel comfortable speaking English, that's different, and she don't want to talk, it's fine. I can't say nothing about that. But if she wants to say, but other girls kind of just jump in faster, then that's a little problematic. But it's kind of hard to say. But she did look at certain moments where she wants to say something. Yeah, but
because most of the question they ask is like very like the generic question that you should be ready to answer in the first place. So like talking about your experience at the VMAs, meeting Ariana Grande, I'm sure she has thoughts and feelings because she went through that moment. Like she could have had an opportunity to express herself.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't know if Ariana Grande has the same impact for her as she does for other girls, because I don't know how popular Ariana Grande.
That's why I'm curious. I'm curious to hear her perspective. That's the thing. And I think when you go as a group, everyone has to say something.
But I think this was like and that's exactly to me was like K-pop interview versus non-K-pop interview. Like why I say like K-pop is fake, and because to me the main thing is interviews, right? This would gave like a very Western interview, not your K-pop interview. This was like a regular talk. Like I feel like when we do like the K-pop groups, they don't give this type of interview. They more like, maybe because of the language barrier, I don't know, but it just looks more like the answers look more polished, more prepped. This like looked like genuine answers.
But in some situation when you have a K-pop group, you do see like there's a leader, and they kind of pull everyone to be involved to talk, like in really good situations. I like to see that.
No, but I mean like the realness of this interview versus like I feel like when K-pop
it depends.
groups,
I see some moments here and there
some moments
seem real. Like there's some real interviews where you could tell they're comfortable, and there's others like there seems to be like a wall up. I do agree.
Yeah, because in this, like, they don't even have makeup on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is like this is like as I say. Look, is this? It happened yesterday, last night.
That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the morning after you wake up, just get out of bed, put some water on your face. Don't even don't eat breakfast. You're just like, let's go do this. This is exactly what it was like. Lara wearing a cap, so she kind of covering her face. Other girls don't really have makeup on. Yeah, it's like very casual. Like they're really real. Like that's exactly what I mean.
Can I see the comments here?
Sure. Sophia will always bring up Manon whenever she's missing, and each time my respect and love for her increase. But why
That's
Manon missing?
nice. That's nice.
Yunche is me in family reunions or every reunion.
Yeah.
That Ariana
The thing
impression was
is,
so
they put
good.
her
Oh
in
my God.
between two talkers, so it's like, woof.
For the longest time, Ariana was the only pop star in my life. I never thought another pop girl would come second, but this current guy said to become one of my favorite pop artists. Being Arianator and icon is a blessing. Yunche the whole interview.
Aww.
Yeah. Yunche, I mean, I don't really have a problem with her being quiet. It's not that. To me, it's like if that's.
I don't mind her being quiet, but in some moments she can. She needs to say
I would.
something. I would like her to say something.
To me, it's very simple. If she's comfortable doing that, the other girls fill in for her. That's fine by me. I don't really have a problem. I don't think she needs to speak. But if she wants to speak up, other girls just don't let her because they're very chatty. Then they should make a little bit more of an effort to include her.
Yeah, because you like it was nice to make space for Manon to get Manon's thoughts from Sophia, but also you could have pulled in like Yunche a little bit into this too.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.